Good morning to my dear students. Hope you are doing very well. I hope that you have been benefited from this online session of classes. So moving next, today we'll cover a small topic in surgical fiber, which is a very small part of your syllabus. So I have given some diametric representation of this surgical dressing. You can see in the slide. So mainly these surgical dressings are used in different medical practices in case of wound operation to absorb the blood, pus, etc. So in terms of pharmacognosy, fibers can be defined as thick wall cell with pointed end wall which consists of mainly cellulose and lignin as ingredient. And in medicinal practice, they are mainly used as surgical dressing. So the fibers that are naturally derived can be divided into these following four categories. So plant fiber, animal fiber, synthetic fiber, and mineral fiber. Okay, cotton and jute are some of the example of plant fiber. Silk and wool of animal fiber. Nylon, terylene, and rayon, synthetic or resinted fiber. Then glass and asbestos of mineral fiber. So I have divided my slide into three different categories. First we'll learn about the plant fibers. So first one is cotton fiber. Cotton is mainly obtained from different gossypium species of family Malvaceae, and it is mainly found in India, USA, and Egypt. So raw cotton contains about 90% cellulose and 7 to 8% moisture, while the absorbent cotton contains entirely cellulose with 6 to 7% moisture. So how we can prepare cotton fiber? So I think that everyone has seen the cotton balls, isn't it? The white color ball. The balls first we have to collect, then we have to dry it. Okay, then this dried balls are taken to the press. The press is known as ginning press, where the trichomes are then separated. Then there are two types of hair that is present in this cotton balls. One is short and one is long. The hair with short length are known as linters, and the mainly used for the manufacture of absorbent cotton. And the long hairs which are they're used for manufacture of garment which we wear. Okay, the cotton garment. So raw cotton which is mainly found is full of impurities like wax fat, so it has to be processed. So how we can process it? We have to process it with dilute soda as solution for about 10 to 15 hours. After that, the wax, fatty metals, and coloring metal removed. It is then finally treated with water and bleaching agent. Then the absorbent cotton which is made is sterilized by means of gamma radiation and then packed. So in case of chemical test, how we can identify absorbent cotton? If we soak cotton fiber in iodine water and dry, then after that if we add 80% sulfuric acid, trichome are found to have purplish blue or bluish green color. Okay, so mainly the uses are it absorbs blood, mucus, pus, and prevents the wound from infection. Okay, then surgical dressing also it is a filtering medium. Next is jute. Jute is um, manufactured from various species of Coccus olitoris and family Tiliaceae. So mainly compounds contains 53% cellulose, 20% hemicellulose, and 10% lignin. The method of preparation. So how we can prepare the jute fiber? Mainly the jute fiber are collected in the month of July. Then they are put in stagnant water like pond, then lake. Okay, then for 10 to 12 days. When they are kept in water, their phloem and parenchyma these two get separated. After that, the stripping of the tissues are done, then fibers are cleaned and they are exposed to sunlight for drying. After drying, the jute fibers are graded according to their color, length and glossiness. The finally prepared fibers are made into belts of 175 to 200 kg and sent to the market. Next is animal fiber. So animal fiber, there we have to learn about two fibers, this is silk and one is wool. So student, everyone know what is silk, isn't it? Silk is animal product. It is mainly found from the cocoons of Bombyx mary, Mulberry silkworm, which we generally say, a family Bombycidae. So what is the main chemical constituent of silk? It mainly consists of one protein known as fibrin, which is yellowish in color. So if we do the chemical test, how we can identify? Okay, so silk does not contain any sulfur. So if we do test with lead acetate, it always comes negative. The main uses are special type of susa, chips and ligature. Next is method of preparation. So silkworm produce silk fibrin from the glands in the mouth. There is gland in the mouth of silkworm which produce fibrin protein. And this fibrin protein is combined with sericin to form the cocoon, the white color cocoon. Okay. Then the cocoons are heated by exposing to steam at 60 to 80 degrees centigrade. And finally, the cocoons are put into hot water to dissolve the gum and to separate the fibers. Okay, got it. Okay, next is wool. Wool fiber is obtained from oviceries of family Bovidae. So, the main chemical constituent is keratin, a sulfur-containing protein. In chemical test, when lead acetate is added to the solution of wool, black PPT is formed due to high sulfur content. Let me say one thing in this regard. This silk does not contain sulfur and wool contains sulfur. So to differentiate between the wool fiber and silk fiber, we have to do the lead acetate test. Okay. Then mainly wool is used as filtering and straining medium, manufacturing of dressing like domet and craft bandages and fennel. Next is method of preparation. And the hair form on the fleece of the chips are removed. Then they are processed to remove the wool fat and the dirt. Then the clean and defeated wool is subjected to bleaching, washed again and then dried. Next is synthetic fiber. First one is rayon. Rayon is also known as resinous cellulose. So how we can prepare rayon fiber? The cellulose of coniferous wood is processed to give the viscous rayon. The pulp contains about 80 to 90% of cellulose and hemicellulose. Then the cellulose is treated with sodium hydroxide to get sodium cellulose. It is again further treated to produce viscous solution of sodium cellulose xanthate. After that, the solution is forced through fine nozzle into the bath of sodium sulfate and sulfuric acid to give continuous filament. Then the filaments are drawn together to form the yarn. After that, the yarn is desulfurized. Then it is bleaching, then washing and then drying. And final product is rayon. Okay. Then rayon is used for making fabrics, preparation of surgical dressing, etc. The last one is nylon. Nylon is a polymer of adipic acid and hexamethylene diamine. The fibers are highly lustrous to dull white colored. When applied to flame, the fiber melts with formation of bead. So it is mainly soluble in 90% formic acid and phenol. So uses are, it is used to filter glosses, chips and non-absorbable suture. So we have come to an end to our today's presentation. So there is a small part left with what is suture and surgical dressing, which I will cover in the next class. So I will give a presentation in this topic what I have covered today, and you have to submit the assignment via Google Classroom. Okay, if you get any doubt, please be free to ask me via any medium. Okay.